Hello, buddy. So after 5, you're going to go to our camera screen, so there'll be no technical. Oh, they'll go from the screen we see now to our camera screen at the end of 5. So hello and welcome to the UCI 2025 Cycling Esports World Championships. This is the semi-finals. This is the point at which we bring riders down from those that have qualified through their nations or through the public qualifiers down into those that are going to go on to the finals. This is going to be a critical moment. My name's Matt Payne. I'm here in the studio with Emma Martin. Emma, this is going to be an absolutely critical point. It's a real selection point dropping right down now. And this is going to be where things really, really get tough.
It is indeed. And it is great to be here today. And the riders, well, they've got 7 minutes to go. They're down in the holding pen at the moment, waiting for the start for the stage one. 3 stages await the riders today, and boy, what a 3 stages we've got. And those top riders today are the ones who are going to be heading to Abu Dhabi to the finals in November.
Well, it's going to be a really packed show here today because we've got so many stages. We've got 3 stages for the men, 3 stages for the women. We're going to have some real interesting little tactical talks, I'm sure, along the way through. Emma and I will be agreeing on everything between now and when we get to the end of the semi-finals. Absolutely not, because, of course, this is all about tactics. It's about pacing. It's about personal preference. It's about styles of racing, styles of riding. And I think for me, this 3-stage semi-final, it really gives us a chance to see what the riders can do. And yet some of the riders may well be holding back just a little bit because you don't want to give everything away.
Well, the aim of today is to qualify. The aim is not to win the World Championships today. So the aim of today is to get into that top 20. The aim is not necessarily to win the semi-finals. And there may well be some cagey riders out there today who do just enough but don't show their hand. And of course, they've got another 6 weeks training to do between now and when they go to those finals in Abu Dhabi. The other thing we might see are, well, I was going to say we might see a different range of tactics today. We might see some people trying some things. We might see some riders holding some tactics back, not wanting to show a hand in case they make those finals as well, where they really, well, where tactics really will want to come into play, and they may want to try something that they haven't used elsewhere as a surprise. And if one thing we learned in those finals in 2024, it was expect the unexpected and expect those tactical surprises.
And one of the things, I mean, we talk about the finals, we talk about it a lot on the Sunday Race Club. But when we talk about the finals in Abu Dhabi and we talk about that live final, it does add a different dimension because you have 20 people. They are on stage with you. There's no communication between teammates other than shouting across from one station to another. And yet, when we're in these semi-finals, so many tactics can play out. We saw that particularly with the American team in the men's race. We've seen it with the Swedish team in the women's race. We see some surprise tactics. And this really does make such a difference.
Well, it does. And it's going to be interesting to see what tactics play out today.
So here at the 2025 Cycling Esports World Championships, time to take a little bit of a look down on that start line. We can just see our runners ready to go. This amazing world, the world's world, is a fantastic world to hold our semi-finals. This is the UCI Cycling Esports World Championship semi-final. We have our program today. We're going to be bringing you women's stages 1, 2, and 3. And they're going to be on the first part of the show. Then we're going to have the men's stages 1, 2, and 3 as well. Emma, 3 different stages, same stage for the men as is for the women,
yes,
as you would expect. And it does mean that with essentially the women going first, the men get a little bit of a sneaky peek look at what's been happening.
Let's not forget the men will be warming up whilst the women are underway, but the women's start list on your sheet at the moment. And Bradley, Almin, Gorea, Lethbridge is on the line today, as well as Paulson. Van Hove is there. You know, there's a big range of riders here from a huge variety of countries. We've got the USA, we've got Great Britain, we've got Brazil, we've got Belgium on the start line, as well as Germany.
And when we look at riders like Mina Koysen and Anna Svarström in here, we've got riders that can sprint, we've got riders that can climb. Amelia Velt, going to be a rider to watch out when we go through the climbs. Really strong riders with different strengths, different weaknesses. You can see Doreen Chu in here as well. A nice mix of riders. And of course, come the actual semi-finals, we'll have all sorts of details through internet stalking all of our riders between now and that point. Let's take you through the courses first of all. This is stage number 1, the Mountain Verdict. Now, our riders all set off at the same time onto this course, but they are being chased by the Martian Death Ray, aka the chase line. And this means that they've got to stay ahead as these riders keep on moving. The course profile, well, you can see it is an 8.4 kilometer course, and the course profile, it is going to get tougher and tougher.
It does. Now, the amount of time the rider stays and survives on the climb is what gives the riders the points today. But let's just talk a little bit about that climb. 751 metres of elevation over the 8.4 kilometres, and it gets steeper and steeper. At kilometre 2, it's 1.8%. At kilometre 5, 13.3. At kilometre 7, 18%. It just keeps going until it gets to that 8.2 kilometre marker, where it's a flat 200 metres to the checkered flag. But will anybody make the checkered flag? That is the key question, because behind them, well, it is indeed that line. The chase line.
The chase line, or the Martian Death Ray, depending on whether we get away with calling it that in the show. We will have to find out. The riders, as they make their way up and through, will be being chased. When they get eliminated, they will be stopped in their tracks. They will be frozen as if made of stone and unable to continue any further. You can see our drone behind with that ray, the chase line in red. This is what will freeze our riders, and that is what they've got to stay clear of.
Well,
every second counts and every point counts.
Well, that chase line starts 2 minutes after the riders leave the pen, and the riders must stay ahead of that line. And as you're right, Matt, when they get caught, the rider is eliminated from the race, and the point at which they get caught, well, that identifies the number of points the rider will get from this stage.
And there are two effects of this, of course. Not only do we have riders amassing points on the way as they move up through, but of course, the longer that you're racing, the less time you've got between this stage and stage number 2. We're into our last 30 seconds of countdown here. This is time to go racing on stage 1. Let's see who is going to be able to take this away. Can anybody outrun the drone flying behind? Can anybody stay clear of being zapped by the red beam already down there, hovering behind? 2 minutes head start, 8.5 kilometers of climb. Here we go. Now, 2 tactics here for me. Go like stink off that line. Go as fast as you can. Go like an absolute rocket. Or basically pace yourself very smart and carefully for a projected time.
Well, there's a good point. So I think I agree with you. There are a number of tactics. I think there are more tactics than you mentioned there at play, because I also think the fact that this is stage 1 is absolutely crucial. Had this been stage 3, I think we would see riders go to exhaustion. I don't think we're going to see riders go to exhaustion today, because they've got 2 more stages to come now, because this is stage 1. Now, Mendes is the rider off the front here and absolutely dialing it. Paulson, Miros, Velt, they too are in the mix. A little bit further back, Godby, Albin, Paulson. You can see a big group of riders. As well, I was going to say that it's not a diplodocus. I'm not quite sure what it is. Were diplodocus water animals?
Diplodocuses were indeed water animals because it supported their immense mass. Because when you're as big a dinosaur as a diplodocus, then you do find that you do need to have that, and that does make a big difference when you are actually trying to plod your way around what is a fantastic one. And this is one of the great things for me about cycling esports, is that we get these fantastic things that, whether you're racing or running, can keep you entertained whilst you're suffering.
And the boardwalk at the moment the riders are riding over, and the worlds in which they are specifically created for this event. Now, Miros, Wiseman, Francisco, Albin, Lethbridge, Godby, Koisnen, all clear at the moment as the clock ticks up. They're 1 minute 43 out of the pen. Very shortly, the chase line is going to start. Now, the reward on this stage really is about endurance and the ability to maintain pace, and staying clear and going clear, really, really key. Now, we drop down into the pain caves of our riders.
Well, as you can see, we have our defending champion, Kate McCarthy. On the left-hand side of our screen, we have sprint queen herself, Lisa Hermansen, second from the left. Vania Santos, the Portuguese superstar, dead centre, and Angel Ann Hadlock, the multi-talented, multi-discipline rider who can race on road and on cycling esports just as strongly. And on the right-hand side, Gina Di Grazia, the sprint and climbing supremo herself. So we're going to see who is going to be able to take this on, which of our riders is going to be there. You can see the different styles here, and I think making a decision about how hard you go, do you look at your chief rival between, say, McCarthy and Hermansen and go, I'm going to stay in front or I'm going to stay behind them and I'm going to just give away maybe 5 points because I know I'm going to go well later? Or are you going to say we're going to go clear and we're going to be in a position where we're going to stay clear because I'm just going to get as many points as possible?
Well, let's just take a little look at the back of the pack at the moment because, well, we are over a minute now into the chase. The chase line is on its way.
So the chase line on its way, as you can see on the right-hand side of the riders' names. On the right-hand side of your screens, you can see our riders who are up and away. We're in with Leonie Dijkstra. Now, you can see our leaders at the moment are well clear from the chase line. The colours on the right-hand side of those bars will change dependent on how close they are to the chase bar. So the chase line will close down, and you can see on the left-hand side, so you can see this rider at the moment is going to be chased. I think the chase line chasing Leonie Dijkstra. She's got the last rider on the road. We're just waiting for it to come into sight. Currently about 700 meters behind our rider and closing, and that means that Dijkstra has the potential of being our first rider to be eliminated now. So right-hand side of your screen, you can see the rider's position. Leonie Dijkstra currently 19th position at the moment. She's at the back of this race field. At the front of the race field, it's still Adriel Alves and Mendes who is opening up the gap on the front from Camilla Moroz, then Paulson, Lethbridge, Francisco at the moment. They are still pushing on at the moment, trying to maximize their time away. As we take a look at the left-hand side, we can see at the moment the chase line is starting to come down. I think we'll see that on its way very shortly. But right-hand side here, you can see that we have got at the moment the riders, their distance to that chase line at the moment. So the chase line motoring its way out and along at the moment, just seeing it ticking up at the moment. Some very interesting numbers indeed. Top left-hand side of the screen here.
There are indeed, and the chase line at 6,958,872 millimeters. Yes, that's how far away it is at the moment. Well, at the moment, Lethbridge is right at the front of this, and she's driving really strongly and really hard at the moment. And the gradient 6%, it is starting to climb. Well, it's starting to climb because the riders, well, they are now, I can't tell you how far into the race they are.
Careful. We will be able to tell you very, very shortly indeed, because they will be on the screen as soon as we can get them. At the moment, Leonie Dijkstra at the moment 200 meters clear of our chase line at the moment, 180 meters. So it's closing in on our first rider to be eliminated out on screen. So we can see that is going to be making its way in. However, you can just tell from our riders out on course that they're on their way here. Now we're in with Dijkstra. You can see top right hand side, the drone is there in avatar form, coming in behind the rider's disc. So starting to close down. Here comes the line. This is the chase line. This is the moment where Leonie Dijkstra has got to keep on sprinting. Come on, Leonie, keep sprinting. This is it. Every point, every second counts. First rider gets hit by the line, and it's elimination time. First rider eliminated.
Well, Dijkstra now goes out of the race. 77 points for Dijkstra, staying clear of the drone. She does indeed amass those points for the time she has survived on the climb. The rest of the riders, you can see, pushing on. Lethbridge now, she's 837 metres clear at the moment of the drone behind. Poulsen from Denmark is also doing a sterling job, staying clear at the moment, pushing on at the front.
So at the moment, Dijkstra, the first rider who's been eliminated, now can get to see what happens. How much of a gap did she have? Amelia Van Hove, I think, is the next rider in danger, along with Dana Davison, 170 metres behind them. At the moment, Poulsen, though, at the front of this race, really starting to work hard here. You can just see digging deep here, 126 beats per minute. So the riders on their way up onto the climb.
Well, they are indeed. And 7 minutes of racing now underway as Poulsen continues to push. She's one of the riders really working strongly here and at the front of the pack. Way behind her, Dana Davidson, Amelia Van Hove are about to see the drone. So the drone is on its way and it is indeed picking people up. The chase line is chasing hard. The riders may be chasing rainbows today, but let's cut to the chase, shall we? Because a rider's being eliminated out of this race right now, and the chase line is moving so fast now. Riders coming into it really quickly as we're in with Sylvia Guerrero at the moment, and Guerrero's the next rider to be out of this race, eliminated. 98 points.
Amelia Velt, next rider in danger, just in front. You can see Amelia Velt here in that blue jersey of the Belgian squad. In fact, it's going to be Eleanor Wiseman we got on our screen in the blue jersey. Velt is going to get picked up, I think, as our next rider. We're just taking a little bit look back, though, from Wiseman. So Velt has been eliminated out from the race. Meanwhile, you can see Wiseman working to try and stay ahead. The drone is coming up behind, though, onto Wiseman, to Bowmans, to Francisco, to Majewska. They're all in the danger zone now. They need to keep on pushing onto this climb. The top riders, though, we're going to be heading in towards the top 10 very shortly. We're just about to eliminate the 12th to last rider. That is Aileen De Silva Francisco, just being closed out. She's been taken out of the equation. The top 10 are still clear, though. Wiseman's still working hard. Lethbridge right at the front of this as we take a look here now at Godby. So Godby now into the top 9. How many points can she amass? She's going to be, I think, on 112 points at the moment. We're going to see where that is. What will it be when she's eliminated? They're going to hit, now made 113. Now as she goes in through the elimination point, goes in. Godby eliminated out, 114 points for Godby. So those points keep on ticking onwards. So Bowman's 105, 109 for both Francisco and Jingo. We've also got Majewska on 110, Godby on 114. Megan Albin's going to be the next rider potentially in danger, along potentially with Mina Koistonen and co. So it's going to be Koistonen, I think, in the danger zone with Albin as well. Here we go. You can see very quickly eliminating rider after rider here. We've got 5 riders left. The points are adding up. Albin, Wiseman taking 120 points. The next sets of riders, next 5 riders at the moment, ticking into 123 points. So the gap is growing on those earlier riders who are eliminated. The clock ticking on 10 minutes of racing covered so far. The drone coming. We're on 9%. It's getting harder and harder in terms of gradient. It is getting closer and closer to the front of the race at the moment.
Well, it is indeed. And Lethbridge, Poulsen, Mongelli, Mendes, the only 4 riders left out on the course at the moment. And Mendes is the rider who's going to see the line next. It's coming in thick and fast at the moment. But Lethbridge, Poulsen and Mongelli are driving hard off the front. Eliminated right now.
So that is now our next rider down. Alves Mendes scores 131 points, 3 points more than Moroz. Next rider to go should, in theory, be Mongelli. Mongelli's going to be working so hard to try and stay clear at the front. You can see Alves Menendez at the side of the road. Lethbridge leading out at the moment from Poulsen, from Palmer Mongelli. Palmer Mongelli has got the line behind her. She's in danger at the moment. You can see that the colours colours are going into the red at the moment. It's going to be Palmer Mongelli, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, she's sprinting to stay clear here. Can Mongelli stay? Oh, it's going to catch the back wheel. This is a phenomenal sprint. Mongelli keeps it clear. That leaves us two more riders, Poulsen and Lethbridge at the moment, and this is about the push now. So Poulsen, next rider, being chased by the Martian Death Ray. This chase line is coming 13 meters, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, it's coming, and there's a capitulation from Poulsen.
Well, the question now is how many points can Lethbridge amass out front, because Poulsen's got 143 points, and that is second place today. So the question for me, does Alice Lethbridge maintain the pace here and continue the charge to amass as many points as possible, or does she put the points in the bank and say, enough's enough, 2 stages to go? Well, out in front at the moment, leading here, Alice Lethbridge from Great Britain, and she's 12 minutes 30 into this first stage here. She's been pushing in consistently around 5 to 6 watts per kilo. She's 198 meters clear. Lethbridge continues to turn those pedals, continues to drive forward here in the UCI Cycling Esports World Championships. This is the semi-finals. This is stage 1. This is Alice Lethbridge, and she is out front, amassing the points at the moment. And the question for me is, how big can that gap go?
So let's put this into context. 128 points for Camila Moroz, 131 points for Alves Mendes. We've got 139 points for Palmer Mongelli. Amanda Poulsen, our penultimate rider to be eliminated, scored 143 points, and now Lethbridge is already at 156 points and counting. The chase line is at 136 meters, and we can just see it coming around the right-hand side of the corner, coming in and around through. So we're going to see whether or not it is going to close our rider down. Is it going to be a quick kick? Is it going to be a fast sprint? How many more points? Now at 163, 20 extra points in the bag for Lethbridge versus Poulsen, the rider in second place on stage number 1. All the rest of the riders have been eliminated. How fast can they go? How much power can they put down? How much speed is going to go in here? Lethbridge continuing to push to stay clear. Now comes the drone. We're taking a look down into the pain cave of Alice Lethbridge. She's turning herself inside out again. This is going to be all about that final sprint. The points are added, 170 points now. Poulsen, 143. Lethbridge now 170. The chase is coming. The line is on its way.
Well, I tell you something, I think this is the World Championships over and done with. Alice Lethbridge, the gap now, 30 points. I tell you, nobody's going to be able to close that down. Absolutely adamant. Lethbridge here has gone clear on stage 1. It's going to take the ride of the championships to catch that and close that gap down. Let's just remember, it's the top 20 riders at each of the points, checkpoints that score. It's first across the line, so you've got to be in that top 20. And if Lethbridge can continue this ride today and she can maintain points at every single checkpoint, well, she's going to have this in the bag.
So at the moment, Lethbridge sees the drone coming. Here comes the line. Our final rider is going to hit elimination. Brilliant riding. You can see a very pleased Alice Lethbridge there. 183 points to Amanda Poulsen's 143. That means that Lethbridge at the moment has set down the foundation here on stage 1 of the UCI 2025 Cycling Esports World Championships. Needless to say, at the moment, the screen showing Poulsen as our leader. We know that Lethbridge had gone over the line with 183
there we
points.
Go. Updated as we speak.
Fantastic. And you can see here the results from stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Stage 2 and 3 to come, so nobody scored any points there yet. But as it stands, 40 points clear is Alice Lethbridge, 183 points. Amanda Poulsen in second place, 143 points. Palmer Mongelli in third, 139 points. 8 points behind is Alves Mendes in fourth. And then it's a gap of only 3 points to Moroz. Another 7 points back is Mina Koisonen, nicely inside that top 10. And in fact, all of our riders scoring points with Doreen Chu, scoring 24 points in 20th place.
Yeah, really great to see all the riders here. Top 20 riders in that women's race picking up points in stage one. The chase line, well, it chased hard.
It certainly did. And there's 1 point between Davison and Van Hove there, 1 point between Paikau and Garea. We've only got 2 points between Velt and Bowmans. That is going to produce some very close racing, because if it's only a point difference between positions, for example, that's only 2 positions. And of course, it's sprint after sprint after sprint that's going to make the differences here. Those point scores, the weighting of the point scores is going to be absolutely critical to continue this through. The gap up at the top, though, 40 points. A great ride by Lethbridge there to push that little bit further into the course, managing to stay clear of the rest of the riders. The clock ticking away as she did so. Emma, that was a statement to cycling esports by Alice Lethbridge there. I am here and I am going to come for McCarthy's title.
Well, and it's really interesting, isn't it? We talked about tactics at the front of the show. Were the tactics from Lethbridge to take as many points as possible on stage one and then try and hold during stage 2 and stage 3. It's going to be exciting.
It certainly is. Time for you to rehydrate, refresh, but don't go anywhere. We will be back very shortly for stage number 2 of the UCI Cycling Esports World Championships for 2025. Our semi-final stage 2 in the women's race coming soon. So, welcome back to the 2025 Cycling Esports World Championships, the semi-finals. This is stage 2, coming up very shortly indeed. Stage 2, Emma, take us through the course.
Yeah, well, you can see we've run through the jungles and the waterfalls, and the routes are fantastic. Now we have a course that is, it's 12 kilometres in length with 300 metres in elevation. It's undulating with short, sharp climbs. Now the repeated short surges, those short, sharp ascents are going to be what counts today. We've got 5 checkpoints along the way, 2 sprint checkpoints, 2 climb checkpoints, and then that finish. And now the top 20 riders across the line at each of the checkpoints will be scoring points today. For each of the checkpoints on stage 2, it is 40 points going to the first rider across the line, then 38, 36, 34. You get my gist, until we get down to 4 points and 2 points for the 20th rider who goes over the line. At sprint checkpoint 1, climb checkpoint 1, sprint checkpoint 2, climb checkpoint 2, and then at that finish. Now, interestingly, the first sprint does indeed come before the first climb, but you've got to get through that first climb to be first across the line at the second sprint. So staying in the pack is going to be absolutely key.
And that first climb is a series of undulations. It's a sawtooth profile, as we like to say.
5 rollers.
5 rollers that are going to test our riders' legs as they make their way in. Our riders are lined up on that start line. You've got the big climb to come, and then the run down and that sprint for the finish, 2.5 kilometers from the top of the climb to the finishing line, and that's going to be key. At the moment, you can see where we are points-wise, with Lethbridge leading by 183 points. Now, if Lethbridge was to score a maximum points at the first checkpoint and Amanda Poulsen was to score none, that would increase the gap to 80 points. But if Poulsen were to score 40 points and Lethbridge scores 0 points, that would reduce the gap to 0.
Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting to see how Lethbridge fares on the course, having really dug deep on stage 1. Has she put all her eggs in one basket, or has she still got something left?
So the race about to start. It's time to hit the slopes, the punchers playground. Let's see who's punching above the weight and who at the moment is soft punching their way through and struggling to stay with the big hitters out there.
Well, Velt goes off the line hard with Mongeli and Mendes, and the riders absolutely driving off the line here on stage 2. Now the first checkpoint comes at the 2.6 kilometre marker, then it's 500 metres to the start of the first climb. Are we going to see a big drive off the front? Are we going to see a breakaway here rather than groups on the road?
So each of our riders represented by the disc, as we saw in the previous stage on the top right-hand side of your screen. You can see the course profile. That's the red line moving across from right to left, the rider's position that we're watching, Dana Davison in this case. The vertical yellow line that's on there. Mendes at the moment opening this up. As you can see, we can see into the riders' pain caves as well here in the semi-finals with McCarthy, Hermansen et al. All in action. So Santos, Hadlock and De Grazia back up and racing once again. You need to be in the group. Remember, 20 riders at the moment, 160 in our semi-finals, obviously, for some of our groups. So there's going to be a limited number of point scorers. You need to be in the front 20 to count.
You do. It is the first across the line, and 20 riders across the line will pick up points today. And we may see some of the riders going out hard for sprint checkpoint 1, knowing full well that they're not going to make the cut when it gets to the second sprint and second climb. So really targeting those first 2 opportunities for points today. And what we may well also see are riders who will be able to last the distance, not pick up points in the first 2 checkpoints because of everybody driving really hard. Well, Mongeli, Poulsen, Mendes and Lethbridge, that group forming off the front here, and it's looking like they're going to pick up a lot of points today.
So Mongeli it is who's leading out at the moment. A 2-second gap back to Lethbridge, to Mendes, Poulsen and co. Gobby at the moment, the back of that group at 6 seconds. We've got a second group starting to form out on the road already, and we've got a number of riders distance at the moment. I think that Francisco de Silva at the very back of the main group, the last rider hanging on to the leading group. I think it's going to be Zing, who's at the moment just distance from China. Vel at the moment, then leading the chasers behind. But this is going to be all about trying to stay as close as you can and not go too far in the red zone. You can see the gaps top of your screen. 2 seconds to the chase group from Mongeli. 14 seconds from our leader to the second chase group on the road.
Now, let's just remember, this is about qualifying for the finals today. This is the semi-finals of the UCI Cycling Esports World Championships, and it's about getting into that top 20 in the points overall. So not just about the front of the race, and with 500 metres to go to the first checkpoint, riders are going to be positioning themselves strongly now, because the drive for that checkpoint, well, the minor places count as well.
So remember, 40 points for the front, 38 for second, 36, and so on. 2 points at a time all the way down. At the moment, the front of this race is being opened up. Lethbridge looking to score more points. Mongeli's early lead being swept aside, and it looks like Lethbridge is going to maximize those points. That means she'll go up from 183 up to 223 if maths is correct. Always dangerous. Remember, rely on computers, not maths, folks. Here we go underneath the sprint checkpoint number 1 as she goes in underneath. Lethbridge picking up another 40 points at the top of the standings.
Well, I'll tell you, Megan Elbin came through in second, Camilla Miros in third. Mendes, Poulsen, Mongeli and Koinsinen all picking up good points there. That's going to shake things around a little bit, but Lethbridge is still going to be clear at the moment.
So Lethbridge leading with 223 points. Poulsen in second place with 177. Palmer Mongeli with 169. Camilla Moroz with 164. 5 points separating Mongeli and Moroz. 1 point separating Moroz from Alves Mendes behind in fifth place. The gap, though, for our leader, Alice Lethbridge, doing a McCarthy to McCarthy at the moment.
Well, she is indeed. She's doing a really good job as she continues to drive through and push on. They're at the 3.2 kilometre marker. Well, they're coming up to it. And at the 3.2 kilometre marker, well, the climb has started. You can see they're into those 5 rolling climbs. Now, some of these are really steep. They kick to around 12%, the mid one being the steepest. But well, the checkpoint is at the end of these 5 short, sharp climbs.
So if you regularly watch the MyWhoosh Sunday Race Club, you can think of this as being perhaps those Alpha Car Hills are a very similar style of section as we go in through at the moment. Poulsen starting to put the pressure on, starting to try and break Lethbridge. Lethbridge at the moment just holding the wheels. Albin, who we saw climbing fantastically in the MyWhoosh Stage Race Championships, looking strong at the moment in third place. Koinsinen can never be discounted on her way back up into the top ranks and performing faultlessly time and time again. Poulsen at the moment, though, another massive dig going at 5.5 watts per kilo right into the red zone.
Well, and look at the face on Lisa Hermansen at the moment as she tries to close down the gap from behind. She's trying to stay in the group and she's trying to stay in that top 20.
Oh, this is going to be absolutely key, isn't it? Because if you score good points here at the second checkpoint and the first, you've got a chance of opening up. Poulsen not wanting to let that gap go to Lethbridge anymore in terms of points. Quick reminder, 223 to 177. Lethbridge to Poulsen at the moment. You can see Lethbridge is coming back onto Poulsen's wheel here. They come out from between the buildings. You can see Mount Kilimanjaro in the distance. By the look of it at the moment, we are out in Kigali. This is a homage to the road courses out there to a large degree. The amazing African continent playing host to the Road World Championships, just one of the many disciplines covered by the UCI Union Cycliste International, the governing body of cycle sport worldwide.
Well, Amanda Poulsen continuing to push on here, and she's 5 seconds up now on Lethbridge, which is a great move. And what I'm looking to see is whether we're going to see a drive from behind from Albin Albin or Mongelli. Mongelli currently lying in third overall. Albin currently lying in sixth. Mina Koivunen in seventh at the moment, but she too is moving on up on the board at the moment. She's in sixth overall. She'll be picking up good points, but wow, Wiseman is the one I'm looking at because I'd like to see Eleanor Wiseman move up because at the moment she's going to be sliding down the leaderboard.
So if we take our top riders, Lethbridge at the moment going to lose a few points, two. In her gap between her and Paulson. The effort being put in by Paulson, whilst it is a huge effort, it's only going to be an extra 2 points here, and you've got to weigh up 2 points versus the effort that's required to distance the riders. Looking behind Mongelli in third place going into this stage, currently in fifth place at the moment. In fourth place coming into the stage was Moroz. Moroz at the moment down into seventh place on the road. And if these positions stay the same, it's going to have a dramatic impact on the points from third to eighth position, potentially third to 12th position. But where it's going to struggle to impact is going to be right in the front. Lethbridge at the moment, that gap of set in the very first stage at the moment is going to take some wearing down, and I think Paulson really has to hope for a collapse from Lethbridge. Lethbridge needs to ride smart now. Defend, although, got to remember, attack is often the best means of defence.
Well, it can be, going out and going hard, but also balancing the energy and managing that energy, absolutely crucial and critical today because whilst there are 5 opportunities to score points on this stage, there are 8 opportunities to score points on stage 3.
All points add up and they all count on the way to the finish. Diving into this stage here now at the moment, Emma, we're on our way in through. We're just coming up to the first of our climb checkpoints, and this checkpoint comes at what is
6.2 kilometres.
Yeah, I need better glasses or a bigger map. That will be coming. Don't you worry.
A bigger map.
Yes, it's going to be half the size of the studio. So when the bigger map arrives, I'll be able to tell you we're at 6.2k for the next checkpoint. And more importantly, when we go through that, it means that 2 of the point allocations will be done in this. 500 meters to go at the moment for Lethbridge, a lot less, 400 to go for Paulson. Now Lethbridge starts to wind this up. What can Albin do? What can Paulson do? This is the run for the line. Paulson on the front here. Lethbridge behind, working hard. Paulson's there, but look at the speed of Albin.
What a move!
Albin has been shot out of a cannon at pace and has gone over the top there of Paulson. And is Paulson going to pay the price now? We were talking about taking 2 more points from Lethbridge. Lethbridge is closing down on Paulson. Albin is going to take the big point score here at the front. This will help propel her up through the standings. And look at the power being put down by Albin. The gap is 9 seconds to Lethbridge and Paulson. The checkpoint is in sight with that polka dot archway signifying the points allocation point. Through goes Albin behind. Lethbridge and Paulson are working. They're battling side by side for positions. Paulson does not want to give away any more points to Lethbridge. Lethbridge can afford to give away 2 points per checkpoint and still take the win here to Paulson, but she's got to watch out for Albin.
Yeah, Albin now on the rise here, moving up into third overall with 198 points. Paulson in second, 215. And Lethbridge, well, she still holds top spot. We're watching Mongelli here come up and through underneath climb number 1.
And this is going to change those point scores and positions, I think, because Mongelli is going to score and jump back in over the top of Albin. Albin now dropping to 4th place. These positions live and unofficial at the moment. Don't forget, all of our riders subject to verification. Now you can see the top 4 riders on your point standings. Over 198 points, basically. They've all gone through the checkpoint. Now Mendes goes through. She moves to 195. Moroz is still to reach that line at the moment. We've got Koivunen and Francisco on their way. We're waiting for them to hit, but at the moment, the top 5 riders are through, and you can see that big points gap has opened up.
Yeah, and what is also interesting is whilst we've got some big point gaps right at the top, we have some small points gaps now, 3rd, 4th, 5th place. Really interesting to see just 8 points now separating those 3 riders.
So just watching these riders make their way in and through underneath the checkpoint. That's going to change those points total. So at the moment we have 5 riders through the checkpoint. We're waiting for the rest of those riders to go in and through, score those points, and then that will be key. The front of this race, which is the critical part of the race, come the finals. The selection point, 20th and 21st place, the critical point in the semi-finals will be all about very tight points, I suspect, because whilst it will be immaterial if somebody just rides off into the distance in the semi-finals, it's not going to be immaterial when it comes to our finals. So semi-finals, which is where we're at the moment, the battle between 20th and 21st is going to be key. And the riders between 15th and 25th are going to be potentially in contention and maybe just separated by a handful of points.
Well, sprint number 2 now coming up this third checkpoint today at the 8-kilometre marker. They're running into it quickly. It comes very, very fast after the end of the climb. 100 metres to go at the moment. It's Lethbridge from Albin. They are now battling for the points, and Lethbridge launches a phenomenal attack at the moment at 14 watts per kilo. Big move from Lethbridge. I'm going to be surprised if she's got anything left for the final stage, but boy, is Lethbridge on form today.
So Lethbridge at the moment now adding to her lead at the front, ahead of Paulson and ahead of Albin. Albin going through with Lethbridge at the moment. Lethbridge scored 299 points. The nearest rider at the moment is Paulson at 251 points. So at the moment, that lead is extending rather than coming back together again. If this is the finals, we're going to be saying something along the lines of, is this the race winning move? Are we going to see Lethbridge able to essentially cruise that last stage, even with its big points allocation? As this is the semi-finals, we're going to be talking a lot about who's in 11th to potentially 30th places, because they are going to be utterly critical in terms of qualification, because the top 10 may by this point have qualified, but of course all this is conjecture, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is a test.
It is indeed, and Lethbridge, Albin, Paulson, Wangeli and Mendes are the top 5 riders at the moment on stage 2. 14 minutes of racing now complete.
So
a little bit further back down the field, however, Majewska and Kwanishu are coming in to, well, 400 metres to go. And will these two contend for the minor places, for the minor points? Well, I say minor points, they're all important. Currently, Majewska in 10th, Kwanishu in 12th at the moment. And, well, 5 points separating them on the overall leaderboard.
And this is going to be critical. So for the purposes of the test, we're going to pretend that 10th and 11th is the cut-off point rather than 20th onwards. So we're going to go halfway down through this race field. So at the moment, Majewska, sitting in 10th place, is 4 points clear of the cut-off position, 11th, where Godby is not going to qualify. Majewska will, 156 to 152 points. Godby on 152, Zhangzhou on 151. We have got what is 5 points separating 4 places at the moment. It's almost at the point where
side by side.
Oh, sneaky little push there to get those points. Loving the action there by our riders there. That little bit of a squeeze going over the line there, really, really key. So let's have a little look at what those points have done. Majewska is in 9th place now, and it's going to be Zhangzhou Quinn, who's now into 10th position. Wiseman down into 11th place. So at the moment, for the purposes of the test, Wiseman has been deposited out of the top 10, and into the top 10 goes Zhangzhou Quinn. What a result at the moment. Great moves, and the gap's continuing to open up here. So Coiston and Francisco Majewska and Zhangzhou in, but in the danger zone. Wiseman, Godby, Velt and Davidson
needing to do some work.
You've got a big gap as well. We're talking 57 points at the moment from Majewska to Guerrero at the moment, and Davidson.
Well, I'll tell you something. The 2 riders at the top here, Megan Albin and Alice Lethbridge, now have 300 metres till they get to the top of climb number 2. This is the penultimate checkpoint here on stage 2. 40 points available, 38 for second place. And take a look at Lethbridge at the moment. She's absolutely dialing it. Oh, the cadence. She's up and out of that saddle. She is putting down the power. She's trying to pick up the points, but Albin is doing a sterling job on the front here, moving towards the checkpoint. She's going to take away the 40 points, but the gap to Lethbridge, well, the gap to Lethbridge is just maybe, I think, insurmountable at the moment. I think we could call the new world champion already.
So here we go on the run up. Fortunately, this is a test before the semi-finals, before the finals, and that means Emma can't call anything as given. And I tell you something, you can't call this sprint as a win for Albin, because look at this, Lethbridge is still on the wheels, and can she come past her? Here we go, here's the checkpoint, here's the run for the line. Oh, Albin's going to take it, accelerates away at the last moment. Albin scores 40 points. It's going to be 38 for Lethbridge. Poulsen should be coming in clear for 36. It means 2 points more between Lethbridge and Poulsen. But what will be interesting to see is how much has Albin closed on Poulsen, because there was a 4-point gap between them in that checkpoint if Poulsen makes that checkpoint in third place.
Well, and take a look. They said Lethbridge is now driving for the finish line. There's 2.4 kilometres from the top of climb number 2 to the finish line at the 12-kilometre marker. It is an uphill finish, however, because this has got a nasty little sting in its tail. But Lethbridge is utilising the downhill and the momentum to go clear of Albin because she wants those big points.
So the point standing on the left-hand side of your screen is live as we speak, so you'll see those points changes. Remember, for the purposes of the test today, Aniska Majewska in the semi-finals, we are talking about that being the cut-off point between 10th and 11th. If this was the finals, well, we would be talking about the front of the race, which is Lethbridge Albin versus Poulsen for the gold, silver, and bronze medals for that coveted UCI rainbow jersey.
Well, and look at the drive, look at the push at the moment, because Mendes is moving through the pack here. So Mendes is there, Coinstern is there, so is Mongelli. Mongelli is the rider from Italy who is driving towards that polka dot banner. She wants those additional points.
So this is Mongelli at the moment sitting in 4th position, trying to stay clear of Menendez. Menendez in 5th place coming into the sprint checkpoint. Those points will be added. I tell you something, Mongelli only 5 points behind Albin, but Albin extending steadily 2 points at a time. Menendez at the moment at 2:59. Only 5 riders so far through that first checkpoint as we see the run for the line here. So this is from our race leader on stage 2. It's from our points leader overall, on the way towards the line with a phenomenal 337 points scored. That is at the moment over 50 points more than Amanda Poulsen. And at the moment, Poulsen is distanced in 3rd place. Albin is in 2nd place, chasing 300 metres to go. The sprint for the line is on. The leader is the leader on the road at stage 2. Alice Lethbridge in the white, being chased by the United States of America's jersey here from Albin. The push is coming, but it's going to be too little too late. Alice Lethbridge, 2 stages, 2 stage wins, 2 big point scores. She takes the final points here today. She's going to be our biggest scorer on stage as well. And Albin, I think, will take the 2nd highest point score on the stage. But of course, all these points will be added to those overall totals. And it's those overall titles that will decide the UCI Cycling Esports Championships for 2025.
Well, the Danish rider Amanda Poulsen on your screen at the moment. She's currently sat in 3rd overall. She's currently sat in 3rd on the road as well. She's going to hold those points with 300 metres to go. Now, for me, Matt, one of the key things here is Kate McCarthy not managed to get into the top 10 so far. The final stage is really going to count for the defending champion to see if she can make the final.
It is indeed. I think the Martian death ray didn't just zap McCarthy. It sucked all of the energy out of her legs in a 1950 sci-fi-esque movie as these riders continue to push for the line at the moment. You can see on your screens Amanda Poulsen ahead of Palmer Mongelli on the road. Amanda Poulsen, come on, Amanda. Final kick to the line here. You don't need to put that big effort in because it's not on time. It's just on points. And at the moment, Poulsen has got what is going to be a substantial gap to the chase behind. And interestingly, Mongeli, I think more interested in this fight with Menendez. Mongeli in 4th place at the moment. Menendez in 5th. Menendez is going to lead this out. It'll be a 2-point gap back. But at this stage, 259 to 271, plus the points they're about to score, it's going to be critical in terms of the overall when we go into that final stage. Lots of points at stake in the final stage, stage 3.
Oh, look at Mongeli. Mongeli is coming up and over the top yet again of Mendes. She's the rider who wants the points here. She wants the qualification and she wants to be on that stage in Abu Dhabi.
So Palmer Mongeli goes across the line in 4th place on the stage. 4th place overall on the points, which we will see updated when we get a little bit further through and have more of our finishers in. Menendez goes through in 5th place on the stage.
Can I just tell you, I love a giraffe.
Really?
They're one of my favourite animals.
I bet you had a cuddly toy as a kid.
No, I didn't.
Did you not?
No.
No cuddly toys, or just no giraffe cuddly toys?
No giraffes.
What did you have?
And I also like the way the little elephant's ears waver.
Waver.
Have you not noticed the wavering of the elephant's ears?
No, I hadn't. I was focused on the riders. Okay, top point scorers so far in these stages across all 2 stages covered so far. Lethbridge, Paulson, Albion, Mongeli and Mendes. You can see from 291 points in 5th right the way to 377 points in 1st. The riders who are already in and through the line, while our first 5 riders have made it. And in fact, we are looking for our 6th and 7th riders to come to the
Mina
line.
Koivunen is the rider that is pushing on as well.
So Koivunen in the black and white with the white shoulders. The Brazilian jersey with Mendes.
Yeah, no, that's Aileen Francisco, actually, the 2nd Brazilian rider inside the top 7.
Apologies.
So fabulous to see her. She's currently lying in 8th overall, and she's doing a phenomenal job here to get 2 riders from Brazil qualified.
Well, this is really key, isn't it? For the purposes of the test, anybody inside the top 10 counts as qualification. And at the moment, we have one rider up there from Great Britain. That's Lethbridge. We've got one from Denmark, Paulson. We've got one from the United States of America, Albion. We've got an Italian in Mongeli. We've got the Brazilian riders on Mendes and potentially Francisco de Silva. We've got the rider from Poland, Mraz, and we've got the Finnish rider, Koivunen. We've got the German rider, Weisman, and Majewska from Poland. But look at the big sprint coming here in towards the line. This kick is going to be critical. This is the push for the line. What can Aileen Francisco de Silva do? Don't stop before you get to the line. The last few seconds are critical. There we go. You can see the effort. Mongeli goes in. You can see Koivunen and Francisca in over the line as well. Maros on the way to the line, still pushing, but what an effort. And I think at the moment, that rider has just jumped off and wondered what happened to their legs.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. The points from stage 2 now added to the points from stage 1. You can see the overall totals and how those points have been split across the 2 stages. Now, Megan Albin really did put in some big power on stage 2. 194 points, tying with Lethbridge with the maximum amount of points on that stage. But Lethbridge stage 1, she was spectacular. And that's what's put her in the lead overall. 377 points to Paulson's 223. Megan Albin in 3rd, 314 to Palmer Mongeli in 4th, 305.
And remember, these points are currently still live, so just watching our next riders come through. Maroz has come through. Her points added in and now take her into 6th place ahead of Mina Koivunen because she's just come in and through the line. They're your point scorers at the end of stage 2. We are going to take a quick break, which will probably be a lot less when it comes to the live semi-finals and the finals, because there's going to be riders still on the way into the line. Time for us to take a break. We'll see you on stage 3. So, hello, five cycling esports world championships. This is our semi-finals, finals, and test all rolled into one today for you because we are bringing you super duper value for money because we're doing all three in one go. We are now on to stage number 3, our finale stage. And whereas we've had big climb before, we've had our big lap, we are now on to multi-laps.
We are indeed. So 8 laps now to give 12 kilometres to final stage 3. 1.5 kilometres per lap, 25 metres of climbing per lap, 180 points maximum to be scored today. At the end of each lap, 20 points for the first rider across the line, then 19, 18, 17, 16, down to 1 point. That's for the first 7 laps. On the final lap, it's double points. Yes, it is. Now, this course designed for aggressive, consistent riding, and of course, that final lap bonus. But will it give us the racing we expect?
I'm hoping it gives us the racing we expect. I'm not sure about the racing, but we will see and find out what is going to happen on the Sprinters Paradise very shortly. One thing for me that's really key here, it's about that recovery and how often can you repeat this? Some riders can do sprint after sprint after sprint after sprint after sprint, and that 180 points will be key. Some riders can't, and that is going to be very telling. In terms of the point standing overall, those 180 points are going to be critical for the riders. It does mean that certain riders in the finals will not be within the running, and that essentially means at the moment that anybody technically, mathematically, inside the top 15 at the moment could, in theory, still win.
Well, it could, technically, should Lethbridge not pick up any points at all in
And they
this
get one
stage.
maximum score.
Well, Lethbridge, Paulson, Albin Mongeli, and Alves Mendez will be going into this stage thinking qualification is key. But a little bit further back down the pack, these are the riders who will be looking to pick up points in stage 3 to make that qualification cut-off.
So, for the purposes of the test, as we leave stage 3, the final stage, the Sprinters Paradise, this is all about who can make those repeated sprints, who can score the points to stay in qualification if this is the semi-finals, or to take away the World Championship win for 2025. Who will go home with the bronze, the silver, and the gold medal, and of course that rainbow jersey, and maybe even a Tissot watch if they've managed to remember to send it.
Well, Miros and Mendes, Majewska and Davidson. Interesting to see different riders at the front as they come out of the pen this time round. Now, for me, these are going to be quite short laps. They're going to be short and they're going to be fast. I'm reckoning around 2.5 minutes per lap, potentially. But it's going to be interesting to see because these laps are not flat. There are 2 climbs on there. The first climb, 300 metres with a maximum gradient of 7.5%. The second climb, 280 metres with a maximum gradient of 6%. Now, I can tell you there's 580 metres of climbing on this course, 250 metres of flat, and 670 metres of downhill.
And we're starting to see splits already in these groups. The leading group of riders starting to go clear. Paulson, Albin, Mendes, Lethbridge, Majewska, Davison, Ross, and Gobby at the moment. The leading group, although Gobby just fighting to stay in position. Bowmans and Zhengzhou Quinn, the riders at 15 and 17 seconds respectively in Chase Group 1. Chase Group 2 are even further back. They are going to be at about the 35-second marker already. So some of these points positions are going to be pretty relatively easy to allocate in the sense that you can see that the top 6 riders are going to score the big points here. And if this group of 6 stays together, if this was the final, it would guarantee Lethbridge the win.
It would do indeed, but this isn't the final, and Lethbridge is not going to win because Paulson and Albin are going to overturn this now. Well, Alves Mendes from Brazil and Miros are here as well. And the rider who isn't in the mix, who is going to miss out on the points, well, that's Palmer Mongeli.
Indeed, Palmer Mongeli not getting a great start off there. And if Mongeli's in one of these groups behind, she's going to need to move up here. Maybe aware that nicely qualified, because if this is a test for the semi-finals, it's about qualification. The sprint for the line looks like that's going to be between Albin and Lethbridge. Albin just taking that from Lethbridge. The points are added in as they go through. Lethbridge just approaching the 400-point marker. So 396 points to Lethbridge, 341 to Paulson, 334 to Albin, and the fight for second and third places is very close indeed. The points gap is not insurmountable. Sprint 1 of 8 is done, and at the moment we have still Lethbridge leading. The gap between Paulson and Lethbridge has gone out. The gap between Paulson and Albin has gone down. Menendez in third, behind third place in fourth, is at 308 points. Now 3 points clear of Palmer Mongeli in fifth. Moroz is in the leading fight, but at the moment not with our very front leaders, because you can see Albin has gone clear on the front, and Albin is looking to sweep up all the points just going into that right-hand turn. Second place Paulson in the red of Denmark at the moment has Menendez for company, and it's Mendes we're in with at the moment.
Well, it is Zhangzhou Quinn who is missing out here, because Wiseman's currently sat in 10th. 5-point gap back now. Can she close that down? She's going to need to do some work here, but she's got Bowmans and Koinsinen for company out on course.
So here are your point standings after the first of our sprints, with Lethbridge just shy of that 400 points marker on 396. As you can see, the gap between Paulson and Albin has gone down. Mongeli at the moment, after having gone through that checkpoint, has gone back over the top of Menendez. Menendez's points initially putting her over the top, but it's now down to a 4-point gap between Mongeli and Menendez. And Menendez is in the group in fourth place, and at the moment, Mongeli is nowhere to be seen.
No, she's not at all. Where is Mongeli out on the course? Well, she's not in the points, and the points are what counts. But Paulson and Albin are in the points, and they continue to drive towards the line for the second time.
Mongeli 14th place at the moment, so scoring limited points. Meanwhile, our leading 3 riders coming in to the line here, being led by Albin, but Lethbridge comes on the right-hand side. Lethbridge kicks for this. Lethbridge is going to take a couple more points back over Mongeli and Albin and Paulson et al, because she scores maximum points there. And that means that those points will be added in as they come in and through. So critical to these riders at the moment. You have got the leader, Alice Lethbridge, extending a lead over Albin, then behind. Paulson nicely in the mix here as well. Mendes and Moroz in the mix, with Mongeli, the big loser at the moment, needing just to pull back some time.
Yes, and Albin and Lethbridge continuing to move on now, and the gap starting to appear. Paulson, she's in contention, but she's now 4 seconds back. Will she be content with sitting in third to ensure qualification or a podium? It's Alves Mendes from Brazil she's got to stay ahead of to ensure that bronze medal today.
So if this was the semi-finals, we're talking 20th to 21st. If this is the test, we're talking 10th to 11th. Godby versus Wiseman. 4 points between them in that qualification spot, between Godby in 10th and Wiseman in 11th place. But now, look at this. Zhangzhou Quick just goes through, scores points in that sprint, sits in and jumps over Godby, goes to 10th place. Godby pushed down into 11th. So at the moment, the positions changes literally sprint by sprint, as we see our riders at the front of this race already well on the way round, coming into this right-hand turn, coming up to the crest here, and Lethbridge leading out.
So Lethbridge leads this out for lap number 3 of 8. Lethbridge pushing now ahead of Albin and Paulson. Paulson driving to get back onto that group. She wants to ensure she can get maximum number of points here. Mendes 9 seconds back, and then it's Miros, Godby and Majewska. Majewska's got Velt for company, and Velt's doing a really good job at the moment. She's looking to move herself up into the top 10 overall. She's sitting just outside of qualification at the moment. Well, Adriel Alves Mendes from Brazil has done a phenomenal performance here today. She's sat in fourth place overall on the stage at the moment. She's sat in fourth place overall on the leaderboard at the moment. She's coming underneath the UCI banner for the end of lap 4. She's a little bit back from Amanda Paulson. She's still got her in sights, but out onto lap number. Ooh, that's interesting. 4 they go. So that is 4 of 8 is what the right leader is on, not necessarily what the
Yes.
rider you see is
Top
on.
left is leader at all point in time, and
no,
distance is always leader.
Just need to check that in case of what you're calling.
Yes.
Laps to go.
It's the same as cross.
Yeah.
And
No, I get that. I'm just
else.
saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, McCarthy on your screen at the moment. So is Hermansen, Santos, and Hadlock. Those 4 riders you can see breathing deeply at the moment, sucking the oxygen into their lungs. They've got 4 laps to go, around 8 minutes of racing left in this World Championships.
So the clock ticking on the top of your screen, 8 minutes, 13, 14, 15. The time is starting to burn by just as much as the riders' legs are burning. Their lungs will be on fire at the moment. They need to keep the pressure on. They need to keep that effort going down. You can see the 3 rows on the left-hand side of your screens. These could be the 3 contenders if this were the final. McCarthy, Hermansen, and Santos. Will they be the gold, silver, and bronze medalists? Will it be bronze, silver, and gold? Will it be silver, gold, bronze? Which order will it be? 3 riders, 3 contenders, 3 riders on your screen, in person, in their pain caves, on the way in through, in person on the stage in the finals, on the way into towards that final line.
Well, Megan Albon now going clear, well and truly clear of Alice Lethbridge on your screen. She's going to sweep up the points here, and it's not going to touch Alice Lethbridge. But the rider she is trying to beat is Amanda Paulson. She's pushing on. She wants the silver medal today.
So Megan Albin scores a big on the way in underneath the banner. Another 40 points added. That is going to put her ahead of Paulson for the moment. It's all about what Paulson will do here. Will she be able to beat Lethbridge? And the answer is no. Lethbridge is going to take 38 points, which puts Lethbridge's score right up there, well clear of everybody else. But this is about this run for the line and now by Paulson. We'll see those points added in as well, and that is going to be critical. So the point standings at the moment not yet updated as we go past the line by what is now a reasonable distance. We're just waiting for that update to come on to our screens. So Lethbridge at the sorry, here we go. So just taking a little bit of a check. Lethbridge at 455 points. Paulson now at 395 points. Albin at 392 points at the moment. As we take a look at the point standings from 10th to 20th.
Yeah, and I can tell you it really is a battle now for qualification in the semi-finals, because Jacqueline Goodby has just come up into 10th, Eleanor Wiseman into 11th, just 1 point separating those 2 riders at the moment. 10th place being the cut-off today, Aileen Francisco. Wow, she's 5 points clear in 9th place. She is going to need to pull something out of the bag, or she could well find herself out of the running today and not on that stage in Abu Dhabi.
Now we're just taking a little bit of a look back, because the rider who keeps being displaced when Godby goes in through is Jiangju Quinn, who is still to score points at the line, currently behind Godby and Wiseman by what is 3 and 2 points respectively. But as Quinn goes to the line, that will change. But you can already see going through ahead,
Mina
Albin is now a lap up.
Yeah, she is. It's phenomenal. But Mina Koistinen doing a sterling job, just nicking those extra points. But take a look at that. Godby now goes up into 9th. She stays there. But Jiangju Quinn goes back into 10th, pushing Francisco down to 11th and Wiseman to 12th. There's a real battle going on now, Matt, for qualification.
There certainly is. As we take a look, Megan Albin in and through over the line, scoring the points here. Big point score for Albin. Lethbridge on the way to the line. Lethbridge goes through. Lethbridge's points will be added. The points wants to go in. There we are, 474 for Lethbridge. Albin at 412. Two riders having broken that 400-point marker. Poulsen will do the same as she comes in here, because this is an extra point score going in. That's going to push Poulsen in. Has Poulsen done enough to hold on to the places she has? It's 1 point. It's down to 1 point between Poulsen and Albin.
Well, I don't think Amanda Poulsen can pull this out, because the gap now to Megan Albin, 21 seconds. 2 laps left to go, plus the final crossing of the checkpoint. That finish line is going to give double points today. So Poulsen has got to do something spectacular to stay in the silver medal place. Megan Albin is riding herself up a step on the podium.
So here we go, next sprint, next set of point scores being added. Every single point counts here, one by one the points being added, one by one the points dropping down. It's only that last lap where we're going to get those double points with 2 points between the riders. Absolutely key as these riders go through to get the maximum points, to pull those points back. Every single points count, 10th to 11th place at the moment, separated by 3 points. But we've still got to see... it's going to be Zhang Quinn on the way to the line. This is going to be the next point score on the way through. Godby's gone through already. So has Francisco de Silva. So at the moment, this push to the line is going to be key. Remember, these riders really, really need to make every single point count, and as those points get added in, or who is going to be holding on to 9th place? It is going to be Quinn. It's 10th at the moment for Godby, and De Silva now down into 11th position. That is the battle. Your top 10 riders on your screen at the moment, with all 10 of those riders having gone through the same point, particularly at the back, at the front of the race. Though you can see Megan Albin is on lap 7 of 8 at the moment, as we see Poulsen approaching the line to complete lap 6 and go out onto lap number 7.
Well, 2 more laps to go for Poulsen at the moment. Albin and Lethbridge are ahead, but Poulsen, well, she's trying to close down the gap. She's not doing a great job of bringing Megan Albin back. I think this is it for Amanda Poulsen. I don't think she can close this gap down. I think we're going to see Albin take the silver.
Lethbridge at the moment doing exactly what is needed. A little bit further back through the field, we've just seen Velta just tapping out the rhythm and looking to get the qualification, looking to get through, not necessarily looking to expend everything or show all of the tactical cards. You don't play all your cards in the semi-final. Keep something up your sleeve just for those finals. Keep power up your sleeve. Don't put everything down in the semi-final. Why would you give away your tactics?
Well, McCarthy, Hermansen and Santos, the 3 riders on your screen at the moment, have given it absolutely everything today across the 3 stages to qualify for those finals in Abu Dhabi. You can see the look of determination on Kate McCarthy's face, the current defending world champion. She's desperate to be here. She's desperate to be there as well. She's got 2 more opportunities to score points. She's going to need wings on those feet, because at the moment, well, it's the 2 riders from the USA who are climbing strongly and bringing back the rest of the field.
So at that point in time, Matt will say something really interesting about bringing back the rest of the race field, but my mind went blank then.
Did it?
It did.
Oh, well.
It happens on occasions. So let's take a little bit of a run back through. McCarthy, Hermansen, Santos, close-up shot here of the side of each of those riders, giving us a good indication of that riding position, the differences in style.
Do you know what this is? This is Albin and Lethbridge having lapped Godby.
That's a scary thing, isn't it?
That is indeed exactly what it is. Albin and Lethbridge having lapped Godby. So the first two riders in this race have just lapped 10th place.
And I'm liking the fact that Alice Lethbridge at the moment, Gina DeGrazia, in real life, he's absolutely nailing this and he's still doing a good sized workout here. Go on, Gina. Loving this on the moment, on the pursuit, making the moves on the road here ahead of Albin, looking to stretch the gaps out. Here we go. This is one more lap to go. There is one more lap to go. We are on lap 8 of 8. There is just the last lap, the last two climbs, the last sprint. But remember, the final sprint is worth double points as an attack goes by Albin. Lethbridge has to respond to this. 4.8 watts per kilo for Albin. Lethbridge was cruising at 3.8, and Albin put down 5.5. Has got the gap. The response has got to come from Lethbridge. Meanwhile, Paulson, distance by 5 seconds from Albin, is in all sorts of shades of trouble here because the point scores are adding up. And at the moment, the pendulum is swinging towards Albin, and it swung a long way towards Lethbridge on stage one. It now means those are your top point scorers as they stand at the moment. Lethbridge at 513. She's not going to be 100 points clear come the finish, but my goodness me, what a point score and what a demonstration of power, pace, and great tacticalness. Pushing, sprinting all the way, being chased by the Martian Death Ray, aka the chase line. What a result! And I tell you something, that means that the gold medal is not in doubt. It cannot be touched. At some point, we will be doing a backwards points chart to work out how many sprints before the finish, how many points gaps that gives, and that tells us exactly who's won and when.
Well, the final race is underway here, and Albin is pushing on. She's gone clear of Lethbridge at the moment. Megan Albin is driving towards the finish line here. She wants those extra points. This is the final lap. Double points for the finish today, and Megan Albin. The sprint is on. So is the chase from Lethbridge. Lethbridge is coming in hot from behind, but Albin is driving towards the line. The UCI banner is in sight. Is Megan Albin going to go clear? Is she going to stay clear from Lethbridge? Is she going to take the 40 points on the line? Yes, she is. Lethbridge comes up onto a wheel, but she can't go over the top. Megan Albin from the USA picks up the 40 points at the finish line on stage 3.
And with that, across the line, job done for Alice Lethbridge, taking away the world title, taking away the win in the semi-finals, taking away the win in the test event here today. From Megan Albin. Those points untouchable from the very first stage. An absolutely statement to the world saying that I am here. I am the best test rider at the event. Thank you very much. I am all conquering.
Well, Albin, Paulson, Lethbridge, Mendez, all across the line. Camilla Miros will be the next rider. Majuska is out there as well as Quanju, Koinston and Bowmans.
So as it stands for the riders who have come across the line so far, to finish Lethbridge, Albin and Paulson, they are your 1, 2, 3 confirmed. We're just waiting for the points behind it. It looks like it is going to be Alves Menendez who's going to take away 4th place as Camilla Moraz still making her way in through. She's going to take away what is going to be 5th place in the stage and 5th place over all the top 5 positions. Really the big change, Albin moving from 3rd into 2nd and Paulson moving from 2nd to 3rd because of that resurgent Albin through the Puncher's Paradise and into the Sprinters Playground. We're just in with Camilla Moraz on this right-hand turn as we're watching our next riders come in around the big loop here by the shore. The waterfalls cascading down alongside the big screen showing the MyWhoosh powered UCI Championships for 2025. Remember, you can ride these roads. You can get on board MyWhoosh. Don't forget, download the app on iOS, on Android, and on Windows at mywhoosh.com. Whilst you're online, make sure you subscribe to the MyWhoosh YouTube channel. We will be finding out where the rest of the production is going one way or another as we see Camilla Moraz on her way into the finishing line. Final big sprint here. Great kick coming from Russ. 498 watts, just about to break the 500-watt barrier. 8 watts per kilo. Big kick from Russ. Goes in through the line. The rider makes her way in and through the finish.
Well, Andrzejska Mazurska is the rider who will be through and underneath the finish line next. But take a look at the overall provisional results. You can see each of those 3 stages and what that means for the total.
So Alice Lethbridge taking away the win here today. At today's test event, if this was the finals, we'd be saying just how well the rainbow jersey will fit, just how many of those that will need to be signed, and of course, just how heavy duty the gold medals are. Second place here today, Megan Albin at 491 points ahead of Amanda Paulson. That battle between Albin and Paulson, a real highlight of today's race. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and it really came to the fore in that final stage because Albin went in the bronze medal position. Paulson was in silver, but Amanda Paulson from Denmark just could not hold on.
And remember, all the results at the moment provisional. All of our riders subject to verification, but we are just still waiting for the final confirmation. Riders still out on course, still scoring points as well. I've got to say a massive thank you to every single one of our test riders who are out on the course today, being our guinea pigs. If you can hear us, then thank you so much, guys, for giving us a test run to check out how our voices work and what we're going to be looking at. I hope you've enjoyed riding as much as we have enjoyed watching the race action from the 2025 Cycling Esports World Championships. Well, welcome back to us being on your screens. What you can see the shock, the disbelief on my face. What a race result, Emma. I mean, taking away the race win there. Alice Lethbridge has finally let her legs do what her mouth has done for years. Did I really say that?
Yes, you did, and
Yeah,
you
it's
really
true.
shouldn't have done. But Alice Lethbridge taking the win and the gold medal and that rainbow jersey, and it was an absolutely storming ride from stage 1 through stage 2, and she held it together, and the powers of recovery that she has and the kick to maintain that alongside the endurance that she showed on stage 1, just a fabulous all-round racer.
Indeed, a fantastic all-round race. So great to see the action unfold in front of us. Don't forget, make sure that you get all of the official results on uci.org. Don't forget, of course, you can get them also on mywhoosh.com /results. Don't forget, of course, you can also download the app on there as well. Come and join Emma and myself and the huge community on MyWhoosh, riding and racing. The races have been fast and furious. We've got 3 great courses, 3 fantastic tests for the riders. We've seen today just how that might play out when it comes to our finals. Will that be the case? Will we see a dominant ride, or will we see riders able to juggle their way in and through the finish? Emma, highlight of the racing for you today?
Well, for me, it's the battle between Albin and Paulson for those silver and bronze medals, because that really came down to the wire, and it was great to see Amanda Paulson show strong on stage 1, but Megan Albin, the rider from the USA, really came through on that final stage and just showed how that punch style course suited her and came through to take the silver medal.
She did it indeed, and very much a case of being able to put the pace down, put the power down when it's needed. Just very interesting to see that she's got that kick when it matters, and we've seen that before from her, but I think she stepped it up another level.
She did indeed, and fabulous to see. Do you know what? I cannot wait now for the next race.
Neither can I. I can't wait till I get you in focus as well. So we are going to recall this today and wrap up today's event. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all of our test riders, to all of the team behind the scenes. Thank you to all of our officials from the UCI. And a big, big thank you to all of the manufacturers and suppliers who've made it happen. You can find all of those details on mywhoosh.com. But from Emma Martin and myself, Matt Payne, it's time for us to recover from our efforts, which are minuscule in comparison to those of our amazing riders today. Thank you very much. We will see you again for the semi-finals.
Goodbye.